right. Where are we at? Chapter 25. The Kabbalah, the secret doctrine of Israel. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Where are we at? How's it turn on? Not turning on. The Tetragrammaton. By arranging the four letters of the great name, IHVA, in the form of the Pythagorean tetrix, the 72 powers of the great name of God are manifested. The key to the problem is as follows. Shit, I can't show you guys that. Man, that would be really... I can't. I guess I could. Try. Let's see if you can see this. I'm sure you guys can look at it in a second. See that? A bitch. They're coming in to the bottom. Yeah, I'll read it. Shit, that's a fucking hard one. All right. Fuck was I? Okay. Dot equals I equals 10 equals 10. Dot dot equals HI equals 5 plus 10 equals 15. Okay, so it's just a pyramid in dots with these letters. Okay. Dot 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 equals VHI equals 6 plus 5 plus 10 equals 21. Dot 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 equals HI equals 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 equals 26. Add all those together. 10 plus 15 plus 21 plus 26. That's the great name of God. That's 72. All right, now we got that. Albert Pike, quoting from The Transcendental Magic, thus sums up the importance of Kabbalism as a key to Masonic esotericism. One is filled with admiration on penetrating into the sanctuary of the Kabbalah at seeing a doctrine so logical, so simple, and at the same time so absolute. The necessary union of ideas and signs, the consecration of the most fundamental realities by the primitive characters, the trinity of words, letters, and numbers, a philosophy simple as the alphabet, profound and infinite as the word, theorems more complete and luminous than those of Pythagoras, a theology summed up by counting on one's fingers, and infinite which can be held in the hollow of an infant's hand, 10 ciphers and 22 letters, a triangle, a square, and a circle. These are all the elements of the Kabbalah. These are the elementary principles of the written word, reflection of that spoken word that created the world. It's from Morals and Dogma. Hebrew theology was divided into three distinct parts. The first was the law, the second was the soul of the law, and the third was the soul of the law. The law was taught to all the children of Israel. The Mishnah, or the soul of the law, was revealed to the rabbins and teachers. But the Kabbalah, the soul of the law, was cunningly concealed, and only the highest initiates among the Jews were instructed in its secret principles. According to certain Jewish mystics, Moses ascended Mount Sinai 3 times, remaining in the presence of God 40 days each time. During the first 40 days, the tablets of the written law were delivered to the prophet. During the second 40 days, he received the soul of the law. And during the last 40 days, God instructed him in the mysteries of the Kabbalah, the soul of the law. Moses concealed in the first 4 books of the Pentateuch the secret instructions that God had given him. And for centuries, students of Kabbalism have sought therein the secret doctrine of Israel. As the spiritual nature of man is concealed in his physical body, so the unwritten law, the Mishnah of the Kabbalah, is concealed within the writing teachings of the Mosaic Code. Kabbalah means the secret or hidden tradition, the unwritten law, and according to the early rabbi, it was delivered to a man in order that through the aid of its abstruse principles he might learn to understand the mystery of both the universe about him and the universe within him. The origin of Kabbalism is a legitimate subject for controversy. Early initiates of the Kabbalistic mysteries believe that its principles were first taught by God to a school of his angels before the fall of man. The angels later communicated the secrets to Adam, so that through the knowledge gained from an understanding of its principles, fallen humanity might regain its lost estate. The angel Raziel was dispatched from heaven to instruct Adam in the mysteries of the Kabbalah. Different angels were employed to initiate the succeeding patriarchs in this difficult science. Tophel was the teacher of Shem, Raphael of Isaac, Metatron of Moses, and Michael of David. See Faiths of the World. Christian D. Ginsburg has written, "From Adam it passed over to Noah and then to Abraham, the friend of God, who immigrated with it to Egypt, where the patriarch allowed a portion of this mysterious doctrine to ooze out. It was in this way that the Egyptians obtained some knowledge of it, and the other Eastern nations could introduce it into their philosophical systems. Moses, who was learned in all the wisdom of Egypt, was first initiated into it in the land of his birth, but became most proficient in it during his wanderings in the wilderness, when he not only devoted to it the leisure hours of the whole 40 years, but received lessons in it from one of the angels. Moses also initiated the 70 elders into the secrets of this doctrine, and they again transmitted them from hand to hand. Of all who formed the unbroken line of tradition, David and Solomon were most initiated into the Kabbalah. See the Kabbalah. According to Eliphas Levi, the three greatest books of Kabbalism are the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation, the Sefer HaZohar, the Book of Splendor, and the Apocalypse, the Book of Revelation. The dates of the writing of these books are by no means thoroughly established. Kabbalists declare that the Sefer Yetzirah was written by Abraham. Although it is by far the oldest of the Kabbalist books, it is probably from the pen of the Rabbi Ekba, AD 120. The Sefer HaZohar presumably was written by Simon ben Joji, a disciple of Akba. Rabbi Simon was sentenced to death about AD 161 by Lucius Verus, co-regent of the Emperor Mark Aurelius Antonius. He escaped with his son and, hiding in a cave, transcribed the manuscript of the Zohar with the assistance of Elias, who appeared to them at intervals. Simon was 12 years in the cave, during which time he evolved the complicated symbolism of the greater face and the lesser face. While discoursing with disciples, Rabbi Simon expired, and the lamp of Israel was extinguished. His death and burial were accompanied by many supernatural phenomena. The legend goes on to relate that the secret doctrines of Kabbalism had been in existence since the beginning of the world, but the Rabbi Simon was the first man permitted to reduce them to writing. 1,200 years later, the books which he had compiled were discovered and published for the benefit of humanity by Moses de Leon. The probability is that Moses de Leon himself compiled the Zohar about AD 1305, drawing his material from the unwritten secrets of earlier Jewish mystics. The Apocalypse, accredited to St. John the Divine, is also of uncertain date, and the identity of its author has never been satisfactorily proved. Because of its brevity, and because it is the key to Kabbalist thought, the Sefer Yetzirah is reproduced in full in this chapter. So far as is known, the Sefer HaZohar has never been completely translated into English, but it can be obtained in French. S.L. MacGregor Mathers translated 3 books of the Zohar into English. The Zohar contains a vast number of philosophical tenets, and a paraphrase of its salient points is embodied in this work. Few realize the influence exerted by Kabbalism over medieval thought, both Christian and Jewish. It taught that there existed within the sacred writings a hidden doctrine which was the key to those writings. This is symbolized by the crossed keys upon the papal crest. Scores of learned minds began to search for those arcane truths by which the race should be redeemed, and that their labor was not without its reward, their subsequent writings have demonstrated. The theories of Kabbalism are inextricably interwoven with the tenets of alchemy, Hermeticism, Rosicrucianism, and Freemasonry. The words Kabbalism and Hermeticism are now considered as synonymous terms covering all the arcana and esotericism of antiquity. The simple Kabbalism of the first centuries of the Christian era gradually evolved into an elaborate theological system which became so involved that it was next to impossible to comprehend its dogma. The Kabbalists divided the uses of their sacred science into 5 sections. The natural Kabbalah was used solely to assist the investigator in his study of nature's mysteries. The analogical Kabbalah was formulated to exhibit the relationship which exists between all things in nature, and it revealed to the wise that all creatures and substances were one in essence, and that man, the little universe, was a replica in miniature of God, the great universe. The contemplative Kabbalah was evolved for the purpose of revealing through the higher intellectual faculties the mysteries of the celestial spheres. By its aid, the abstract reasoning faculties cognized the measureless planes of infinity and learned to know the creatures existing within them. The astrological Kabbalah instructed those who studied its lore in the power, magnitude, and actual substance of the sidereal bodies, and also revealed the mystical constitution of the planet itself. The 5th, or magical Kabbalah, was studied by such as desired to gain control over the demons and subhuman intelligences of the invisible worlds. It was also highly valued as a method of healing the sick by talismans, amulets, charms, and invocations. The Sefer Yetzirah, according to Adolf Frank, differs from other sacred books in that it does not explain the world and the phenomena of which it is the stage by learning on the idea of God or by setting itself up as the interpreter of the supreme will. This ancient work rather reveals God by estimating his manifold handiwork. In preparing the Sefer Yetzirah for the consideration of the reader, 5 separate English translations have been compared. The resulting form, while it embodies the salient features of each, is not a direct translation from any one Hebrew or Latin text. Although the purpose was to convey the spirit rather than the letter of the ancient document, there is no wide deviations from the original rendition. So far as known, the first translation of the Sefer Yetzirah into English was made by the Reverend Dr. Isidore Kalish in 1877. See Arthur Edward Waite. In this translation, the Hebrew text accompanies the English words. The work of Dr. Kalish has been used as the foundation of the following interpretation, but materials from other authorities has been incorporated, and many passages have been rewritten to simplify the general theme. At hand also was a manuscript copy in English of the Book of the Kabbalistic Art by Dr. John Pistor. The document is undated, but judging from the general type of the writing, the copy was made during the 18th century. The 3rd volume used as a reference for the Sefer Yetzirah by the late William Wynne Westcott, Magus of the Rosicrucian Society of England. The 4th was the Sefer Yetzirah, or the Book of Creation, according to the translation in the Sacred Books and Early Literature of the East, edited by Professor Charles F. Horn. Thought I had a burp. Nope, hold up. I had a burp. Excuse me. The 5th was a recent publication, the Book of Formation, by Knut Stenring, containing an introduction by Arthur Edward Waite. At hand also were 4 other copies, 2 German, 1 Hebrew, and 1 Latin. Certain portions of the Sefer Yetzirah are considered older and more authentic than the rest, but the controversy regarding them is so involved and non-productive that it is useless to add further comment. The doubtful passages are therefore included in the document at the points where they would naturally fall. The Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation. God, hold on. Give me a moment. Jesus. Let me see here. All right. Get your Yetzirah hat on. Here we go. Chapter 1. Yah, Lord of hosts, the living Elohim, King of the universe, omnipotent, the merciful and gracious God, supreme and extolled, dweller in the height, whose habitation is eternity, who is sublime and most holy, engraved his name and ordained, formed, and created the universe in 32 mystery paths, stages of wisdom, science, by 3 seraphim, namely numbers, letters, and sound, which are in him one and the same. 2. 10 Sephiroth, 10 properties from the ineffable one, and 22 letters are the foundation of all things. Of these 22 letters, 3 are called mothers, 7 double, and 12 simple. 3. The 10 numbers, Sephiroth, out of nothing, are analogous to the 10 fingers and the 10 toes, 5 over against 5. In the center between them is the covenant with the only one God. In the spiritual world, it is the covenant of the voice, the word, and in the corporal world, the circumcision of the flesh, the right of Abraham. 4. 10 are the numbers of the Sephiroth out of nothing. 10, not 9, 10, not 11. Comprehend this great wisdom, understand this knowledge, and be wise. Inquire into the mystery and ponder it. Examine all things by means of the 10 Sephiroth. Restore the word to its creator and lead the creator back to his throne again. He is the only formator, and beside him there is no other. His attributes are 10 and are without limit. The 10 ineffable Sephiroth have 10 infinitudes, which are as follows: the infinite beginning and the infinite end, the infinite good and the infinite evil, the infinite height and the infinite depth, the infinite east and the infinite west, the infinite north and the infinite south. And over them is the Lord superlatively one, superlatively one, the faithful king. He rules over all in all from his holy habitation for ages and ages. 6. The appearance of the 10 spheres, Sephiroth, out of nothing, is as a flash of lightning or a sparkling flame, and they are without beginning or end. The word of God is in them when they go forth and when they return. They run his order like a whirlwind and prostrate themselves before his throne. 7. The 10 Sephiroth have their end linked to their beginning and their beginning linked to their end, conjoined as the flame is wedded to the live coal. For the Lord of superlatively one, so the Lord is superlatively one, and to him there is no second. Before one, what can you count? 8. Concerning the number 10 of the spheres of existence. Concerning the number 10 of the spheres of existence, Sephiroth, out of nothing, seal up your lips and guard your heart as you consider them. And if your mouth opens for utterance and your heart turns towards thought, control them, returning to silence. So it is written, and the living creatures ran and returned. Ezekiel 1:14. And on this wise was the covenant made with us. 9. These are the 10 emanations of number out of nothing. Here we go. First, the spirit of the living Elohim, blessed and more than blessed be the living Elohim of ages. His voice, his spirit, and his word are the Holy Spirit. Second, he produced air from the spirit, and in the air he formed and established 22 sounds, the letters. 3 of them were fundamental, or mothers. 7 were double, and 12 were simple, single. But the spirit is the first one and above all. Third, primordial water he extracted from the air. He formed therein 22 letters and established them out of mud and loam, making them like a border, putting them up like a wall, and surrounding them as with a rampart. He poured snow upon them, and it became earth. As it reads, he said to the snow, be thou earth. Job 36:6. Fourth, fire, ether, he drew forth from the water. He engraved and established by it the throne of glory. He fashioned the seraphim, the oraphim, and the holy living creatures, cherubim, as his ministering angels, and with of these 3 he formed his habitation, as it reads, who made his angel spirits, his ministers, a flaming fire. Psalms Civ 4. Fifth, he selected 3 consonants, I, H, V, from the simple ones, a secret belonging to the 3 mothers or first elements, A, M, and sh. Hold on here. Air, water, fire. Okay, cool. All right, just where are we at? Air, water, fire. I got a picture coming up. I'm not sure when to put it in. The continents, I, H, and V. Sixth, he turned towards the below and sealed the depth with H, I, and V. Seventh, he turned forward and sealed the east with VIH. Eighth, he turned backward and sealed the west with VHI. Ninth, he turned to the right and sealed the south with IVH. 10th, he turned to the left and sealed the north with HVI. Note, this arrangement of the letters of the great name is according to the Reverend Dr. Isidore Kellich. 10. These are the 10 ineffable existence out of nothing, from the Spirit of the living God emanated air, from the air, water, from the water, fire, ether, from the fire, the height and the depth, the east and the west, the north and the south. Chapter 2. The Hebrew letters according to the Sefer Yezitzrah. In the central triangle are the three mother letters from which come forth the seven double letters, the planets and the heavens. Surrounding the black star are the signs of the zodiac symbolized by the 12 simple letters. In the midst of this star is the invisible throne of the most ancient of the ancients, the supreme definitionless creator. 2:1. There are 22 basic sounds and letters. 3 are the first elements, water, air, fire, fundamentals, or mothers. 7 are double letters, and 12 are basic letters. The 3 fundamental letters are, how do you say them? I don't know. I'm looking here. Hold on, because if it doesn't give me an easy way of doing that, well, fuck. The 3 fundamental letters have as their basis the balance. At one end of the scale are the virtues, and at the other, the vices placed in equilibrium by the tongue. Of the fundamental letters, M is mute, like the water, sh, hissing like fire, a reconciling breath between them. The 22 basic letters having been designed, appointed, and established by God, he combined, weighed, and exchanged them, each with the others, and formed by them all beings which are in existence, and all which will be formed in time to come. 3. He established 22 basic letters formed by the voice and impressed upon the air by the breath. He set them to be audibly uttered in 5 different parts of the human mouth, namely gutturals, palatals, linguals, dentals, labials. That's what it says. All right. That'll get interesting. 4. He fixed the 22 basic letters in a ring, sphere, like a wall with 231 gates, and turned the sphere toward and backwards, forward and backward. Turned forward, the sphere signified good. When reversed, evil. 3 letters may serve for an illustration. There is nothing better than ONG, pleasure, joy, and nothing worse than NGO, plague and sorrow. 5. How was it all accomplished? He combined, weighed, and changed the A with all the other letters in succession, and all the others again with A, and all again with B, and so with the whole series of letters. Hence, it follows that there are 231 formations or gates through which the powers of the letters go forth. Every creature in every language proceed from one name and the combinations of its letters. 6. He created a reality out of nothing. He called the non-entity into existence and hewed colossal pillars from intangible air. This has been shown by the example of combining the letter A with all the other letters and all the other letters with A by letters with A. By speaking, he created every creature and every word by the power of one name. An illustration: consider the 22 elementary substances from the primitive substance of A. The production of every creature from the 22 letters is proof that they are, in reality, the 22 parts of one living body. Chapter 3. 1. The first three elements, the mother letters, resemble a balance in one scale, virtue, and in the other vice, placed in equilibrium by the tongue. 2. These three mothers enclose a great, wonderful, and unknown mystery and are sealed by 6 wings, or elementary circles, namely air, water, fire, each divided into an active and passive power. The mothers gave birth to the fathers, the progenitors, and these gave birth to the generations. 3. God appointed and established 3 mothers, combined, weighed, and exchanged them, forming by them 3 mothers, in the universe, in the year, and in man, male and female. 4. The 3 mothers in the universe are air, water, and fire. Heaven was created from the elementary fire, or ether. The earth comprising sea and land from the elementary water, and the atmospheric air from the elementary air, or spirit, which establishes the balance among them. Thus were all things produced. 5. The 3 mothers produce in the year heat, coldness, and temperature state. Heat was created from fire, coldness from water, and the temperate state from air, which equilibrates them. 6. The 3 mothers produce in man, male and female, breast, abdomen, and head. The head was formed from the fire, the abdomen from the water, and the breast, thorax, from air, which places them in equilibrium. 7. God let the letter A predominate in primordial air, crowned it, and combined it with the other 2, and sealed the air in the universe, the temperate state in the year, and the breast in man, male and female. 8. He let the letter M predominate in primordial water, crowned it, combined it with the other 2, and sealed the earth in the universe, including land and sea, coldness in the year, and the abdomen in man, male and female. 9. He let the letter Sh predominate in primordial fire, crowned it, combined it with the other 2, and sealed heaven in the universe, heat in the year, and the head of man, male and female. Chapter 4. 1. The 7 double letters have a duplicity of pronunciations, 2 voices, aspirated and unaspirated, namely, because it's combining all that is really tough. You just have to get the book. They serve as a model of softness and hardness, strengthness and weakness. 2. The 7 double letters symbolize wisdom, riches, fertility, life, power, peace, and grace. 3. The double 7 letters also signify the antithesis to which human life is exposed. The opposite of wisdom is foolishness, of riches, poverty, of fertility, sterility, of life, death, of power, servitude, of peace, war, and of beauty, deformity. 4. The 7 double letters point out the 6 dimensions: height, depth, east and west, north and south, and the holy temple in the center, which sustains them all. 5. The double letters are 7 and not 6. They are 7 and not 8. Reflect upon this fact, search into it, and reveal its hidden mystery, and place the Creator on his throne again. 6. The 7 double letters, having been designed, established, purified, weighed, and exchanged by God, he formed of them 7 planets in the universe, 7 days in the year, and 7 gateways of the senses in man, male and female. From these 7 he also produced 7 heavens, 7 earths, and 7 Sabbaths. Therefore, he loved 7 more than any other number beneath his throne. 7. 7 planets in the universe are Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Moon. Where's Uranus? There's no Uranus. All right. The 7 days in the year are the 7 days in the year are the 7 days of the week. Possibly the 7 creative days are meant. The 7 gateways in man, male and female, are 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and the mouth. 8. Note: Knut Stenrig differs from other authorities in his arrangement of the planets and days of the week in the following 7 stanzas. Kircher has still a different order. Reverend Dr. Isidore Calich, William Wynne Westcott, and the sacred books and early literature of the East adopt the following arrangement. First, he caused the letter B to predominate in wisdom, crowned it, combined it with the others, and formed by them the moon in the universe, the first day in the year, and the right eye in man. Male and female. Second, he caused the letter G to predominate in riches, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them Mars in the universe, the second day in the year, and the right ear in man, male and female. Oh, this is getting interesting. Third, he caused the letter D to predominate in fertility, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them the sun in the universe, the third day in the year, and the right nostril in man, male and female. Fourth, he caused the letter K to predominate in life, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them Venus in its universe, the fourth day in the year, and the left eye in man, male and female. Fifth, he caused the letter P to predominate in power, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them Mercury in the universe, the fifth day in the year, and the left ear in man, male and female. Sixth, he caused the letter R to predominate in peace, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them Saturn in the universe, the sixth day in the year, and the left nostril in man, male and female. Seventh, he caused the letter Th to predominate in grace, crowned it, combined each with the others, and formed by them Jupiter in the universe, the seventh day in the year, and the mouth of man, male and female. I just want to look at that. Grace, crowned it, combined with the... Oh, yeah. Learned a lot about Jupiter the other day. 9. With the 7 double letters, he also designed 7 earths, 7 heavens, 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 rivers, 7 deserts, 7 days, 7 weeks, from Passover to Pentecost, and in the midst of them his holy palace. There is a cycle of 7 years, and the 7th is the release year, and after 7 release years is the Jubilee. For this reason, God loves the number 7 more than any other thing under the heavens. 10. In this manner, God joined the 7 double letters together. 2 stones build 2 houses, 3 stones build 6 houses, 4 stones build 24 houses, 5 stones build 120 houses, 6 stones build 720 houses, and 7 stones builds 5,040 houses, making a beginning according to this arrangement, and reckon further than the mouth can express or the ear can hear. Chapter 5. 1. The 12 simple letters HVZCH, TILNSOTZQ symbolize the 12 fundamental properties: speech, thought, movement, sight, hearing, work, coition, that's not coitus, that's coition, smell, sleep, anger, taste, or swallowing, and mirth. 2. Simple letters correspond to 12 directions: east height, northeast, east depth, south height, southeast, south depth, west height, southwest, west depth. Okay, so then it's north height, northwest, north depth. They diverge to all eternity and are the arms of the universe. Don't ever forget that. 3. Simple letters, having been designed, established, weighed, and exchanged by God, he pronounced by them 12 zodiacal signs in the universe, 12 months in the year, the 12 chief organs in the human body, male and female. 4. The signs of the zodiac are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. The months of the year are Nisan, Adar, Sivan, Tammuz, Ab, Elul, Tishri, Marcheshavan, Kislev, Tibet, Sabat, and Adar. The organs of the human body are 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 kidneys, gall, small intestine, liver, esophagus, stomach, and spleen. Okay. 5. Note. In the following 12 stanzas, Newt Stenrig again differs, this time as to the arrangements of properties. Well, great, Newt. First, God used the letter H to predominate in speech, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Aries, the ram, in the universe, the month Nisan in the year, and the right foot of the human body, male and female. Second, he used the letter V to predominate in thought, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Taurus, the bull, in the universe, the month Ajar in the year, and the right kidney of the human body, male and female. Third, he caused the letter Z to predominate in movement, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Gemini, the twins in the universe, the month Sivan in the year, and the left foot of the human body, male and female. Fourth, he caused the letter Ch to predominate in sight, crowned it, combined it with the others, fashioned by them Cancer, the crab, in the universe, the month Tammuz in the year, and the right hand of the human body, male and female. Fifth, he caused the letter T to predominate in hearing, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Leo, the lion, in the universe, the month Ab in the year, and the left kidney of the human body, male and female. Sixth, he caused the letter I to predominate in work, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Virgo, the virgin, in the universe, the month Elul in the year, and the left hand of the human body, male and female. Seventh, he caused the letter L to predominate in coition, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Libra, the balance, in the universe, the month Siri in the year, and the gall of the human body, male and female. Eighth, he caused the letter N to predominate in smell, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Scorpio, the scorpion. In the universe, the month Marchevshavan in the year, and the small intestine in the human body, male and female. Ninth, he caused the letter S to predominate in sleep, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Sagittarius, the archer, in the universe, the month Kislev in the year, and the stomach in the human body, male and female. 10th, he caused the letter O to predominate in anger, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Capricorn, makes sense, the goat in the universe, the month Tabet in the year, and the liver in the human body, male and female. 11th, he caused the letter TZ to predominate in taste or swallowing, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Aquarius, the water bearer, in the universe, the month Sabat in the year, and the esophagus in the human body, male and female. 12th, he caused the letter P. Nope, he caused the letter Q to predominate in mirth, crowned it, combined it with the others, and fashioned by them Pisces, the fishes in the universe, the month of Adar in the year, and the spleen in the human body, male and female. 6. He made them as a conflict. He arranged them as provinces and drew them up like a wall. He armed them and set one against another, as in warfare. The Elohim did likewise in the other spheres. Chapter 6. 1. These are the three mothers of the first elements, A, M, and SH, from which emanated three fathers, progenitors, primordial, spiritual, air, water, and fire, from which issued the 7 planets, heavens, with their angels, and the 12 oblique points, zodiac. 2. To prove this, there are 3 faithful witnesses, the universe, the year, and the man. There are the 12, the balance, and the 7. Above is the dragon, below is the world. And lastly, the heart of man, and in the midst of is God who regulates them all. 3. The first elements are air, water, and fire. The fire is above, the water is below, and a breath of air establishes balance between them. The token is the fire carries the water. The letter M is mute. Sh is hissing like fire. There is A among them, a breath of air which reconciles the two. 4. The dragon, Tali, is in the universe like a king upon his throne. The celestial sphere is in the year like a king in his empire. And the heart is in the body of men like a king in warfare. 5. God also set the opposites against each other, the good against the evil, and the evil against the good. Good proceeds from good, evil from evil. The good purifies the bad, the good. The good is reserved for the good, and the evil for the wicked. 6. There are 3 of which each stands by itself. One is in the affirmative, filled with good. One is in the negative, filled with evil. And the third equilibrates them. 7. There are 7 divided 3 against 3, and one in the midst of them. Balance. 12 stand in warfare. 3 produce love and 3 hatred. 3 are life givers and 3 are destroyers. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. That's awesome. 8. The 3 that cause love are the heart and the 2 ears. The 3 that produce hatred are the liver, the gall, and the tongue. The 3 life givers are the 2 nostrils and the spleen. And the 3 destroyers are the mouth and the 2 lower openings of the body. Over all these rules God, the faithful King, from his holy habitation in all eternity. God is 1 above 3, 3 above 7, 7 above 12, yet all are linked together. 9. There are 22 letters by which the I am, Yah, the Lord of hosts, almighty and eternal, designed and created by 3 seraphim, numbers, letters, and sounds, his universe, and formed by them all creatures and all those things that are yet to come. 10. When the patriarch Abraham had comprehended the great truths, meditated upon them, and understood them perfectly, the Lord of the universe, the Tetragrammaton, appeared to him, called him his friend, kissed him upon the head, and made with him a covenant. First, the covenant was between the 10 fingers of his hands, which is the covenant of the tongue, spiritual. Second, the covenant was between the 10 toes of his feet, which is the covenant of circumcision, material. And God said to him, before I formed thee, I knew thee. Jeremiah 1:5. Abraham bound the spirit of the 22 letters, the Torah, upon his tongue, and God disclosed to him their secrets. God permitted the letters to be immersed in water. He burned them in the fire and imprinted them upon the winds. He distributed them among the 7 planets and gave them to the 12 zodiacal signs. Chapter 26 will be fundamentals in Kabbalistic cosmology.